Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can self-massage your feet at home with the simple help of a golf ball and a tennis ball. I've just got this black ball here, but you can, tennis ball is absolutely sufficient. And let's get right into it. So to start with, you want to start rolling the sole of your foot. Preferably you want to do this standing up and bare feet, so you're really feeling what's happening, what's going on there. And you can roll the whole sole of your foot, so right from under the toes all the way back into the heel. Now, what I want you to do is when you're rolling this, I don't just want you to stand there and go back and forth, okay? So you want to start, I usually start at the top of the foot, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of pressure on there so it's not painful, but I can feel that the ball is getting into it. And I'll just move very slowly, bit by bit, from side to side, and very slowly also move my way to the back. And all I'm doing really is searching for areas that feel a little bit tender. And when I find one, I'll stay on that area and I start just wiggling back and forth around, right to left, just creating a bit of shearing force in that area, and then I move on. Okay, so we're not looking necessarily to get completely rid of the pain or the discomfort. You just want to spend a little bit of time there, open up the tissue, and then move on from there. So ideally you probably want to spend, just a couple of minutes here, in saying that you can literally just have a golf ball under your desk. If you're an office worker, have the golf ball under your desk at your office, and you can roll that foot for the whole time that you're sitting there. Obviously swap feet, give that other foot a go as well, and do this the whole day if you wanted to. I probably would apply a bit less pressure. When you're sitting down, you're usually applying less pressure anyway because it's a bit harder to push down. But yeah, if by any means, give it a chance, give it a go, just for a few days, for a week, and let me know how it's feeling. I reckon you'll be telling me it's feeling amazing. So I've worked my way almost all the way to the heel, and if you want you can start joining me if you haven't yet when I move over to the other side, and then all you got to do once this is finished, move to the other side of the foot, or if you've already started joining me on this, then even better, we can finish together. Beautiful. As you can see, my movements are now getting a bit bigger because I've been going through it, I've been feeling around, and it's all feeling fairly okay today. There's definitely a few tender spots, and if I wasn't recording, I'd probably spend a bit more time there. So I said even before, you want to spend maybe just about 2 minutes, but as I said, you can with your feet rolling, with the sole rolling. I've found the best my feet ever felt was when I actually did spend a lot of time at a desk and did roll pretty much every day for at least about 2 hours in sections. The loosest my feet have ever been. So I'm just gonna slowly work our way through here. I'm really just looking for areas. Also, if you're finding something that's in particular tender, instead of trying to create a bit of shearing force, you can literally just sit there, apply as much pressure, pushing your weight into that foot as you can manage. It shouldn't be to the point where you're like clenching your teeth and stopping to breathe. You still want to be able to, kind of relax, and it's just a little bit uncomfortable, and hold it there and just try and, once you stop pushing into it, actually just let it relax into it, so that you should feel your foot almost molding, falling over around that ball under your foot. Just letting that tissue relax and open up. Beautiful. Almost done on this one. And I might even just cut it short here so this video is not going too long. Beautiful. Alright, and that is how you can self-massage the bottom of your foot. Now, what's often not done is the top of your feet. And it's saying that there's not a lot of muscles as such. Sansa, this is not your ball. There's not a lot of muscles as such, but you can certainly still create some good blood flow into the tendons, into the ligaments, and work with the small work. There's still muscles in there, so you can still work through these. So as you saw, I just had my fingers literally in those grooves in between your toes, and you can kind of just use your fingers to run up and down, like put pressure, forward, backward, move on, put pressure down, forward, backward, put pressure, forward, backward, and just work your way like that up to the ankle. That's something nice you can do just a few times. You can also just again get in between those grooves and just give it a bit of a shear movement, like getting the tissue to open up. And again, you might feel a few tender spots. You might surprise yourself. Or what you can do is use the ball and obviously do 1 foot at a time. And again, kind of you want to work in between the bones, not on the bone. That's not going to feel really nice. So your intention is to move into the space between the bones and apply a little soft pressure, and kind of what you would have done with your fingers, or what you can do with your fingers, just do it with the ball, starting on the toes and moving your way up. I like to use the tennis ball or a soft rubber ball for this rather than the golf ball, just because it's a bit more gentle. You could use the golf ball, but it's quite hard and rough, and because you're so close to bone and haven't got a lot of tissue there to provide any buffer, it just, yeah, feels a bit nasty. So that's its preference really, what it comes down to. So that's how you're going to move through the top of your feet. And then also I would still use the tennis ball and just wiggle the tissue around the ankle joint, around the ankle bone here. So both sides, those nice big protrusions. And again, all you want to do is apply the ball, put pressure on, and then stay on that point and just wiggle, move on and wiggle. So we're going to just do that quickly, moving around. And again, so you can even go right into those heels here on the side as well. That also feels really good and can get very tight at points. Right into the back of the joint here as well. And just work your way all the way around. Okay? So all you're achieving here is a bit of an opening of the tissue. Kind of imagine you've got a piece of meat in front of you. And you know, if you were starting to apply pressure with your fingers and would wiggle that back to front and stuff, it would open up a little bit. So it's kind of what you're doing here as well. And therefore, because you're opening the space, blood can flow a little bit easier into that space. We're getting a bit better nutrition into those areas, and go from there. And that's how you can self-massage your feet at home.